NiKo is going to take face against Tizian out towards the long house position. Mantu down mid. We'll see first contact, but no kills found as of right now.
Yeah, it all just comes down to how much NiKo can get from this pet position. He's got no more support. They start walking in. The first tap comes in towards a headshot, looking to fight a little bit more. Struggling onto the pick. The knife's even come in. A big start off with a knife kill.
Well, that's a hell of a way to return back in the opening frag. Headshots not being landed by the T side, however. Mantu returns against tabseN and gets the advantage back. Such low HP in the back. Aleksib can line up too, and Mantu can steal the last man back for 2 kills apiece for those 2 players that remain alive, and OG claim the all-important pistol.
Well, that's the kind of explosive start that I'm waiting for. NiKo running out of a little bit of trouble. Knife coming in for tabseN.
Galil in. NiKo letting them all cross back towards that short control. Fast play coming up from the big side to get that bomb plant. I imagine they'll walk into Mantu with the SMG. Burst 2 on 2 good frags. Aleksib comes up with his FP9 kill. Mantu making it a quadra overall. Plenty of money gained for the CT basis now.
A 3-0 start coming in for OG. AWP up for syrsoN. No AWP on the City side. Still taking this a pretty heavy bonus round. 3 SMGs still out in play, but the first shot coming in.
NiKo with a slow jump round the corner, giving up that kill to the T-side line. Aleksib finds a trade back, however, from the longhouse position. Xantares will burn a little bit. Tizian follows suit. The HE of Aleksib does find Xantares with the damage being done earlier by Flamesy. With 3v2 scenario for Big from NiKo. Again, as you mentioned, it was a bit more of a bonus round. Maybe if Mantu could grab his M4, that would be great, and I think that's what he's swinging up to do. Mantu bearing down, ready for the shot. Connects onto Tizian. Gains the advantage back for OG. tabseN has wrapped over towards short control. Mantu's accounted for this, though. They're going to go for the short plant, so the AWP can't catch that frag.
They need a bit of a fight, and they need one quickly. Mantu could just sit into the pit and wait for his teammates to just get on retake. Oh, Boost even coming up! What a duel!
That was beautiful for syrsoN. Flames is going to trade him back, though, so man advantage maintained by OG. Can tabseN find the trade? The last player on long is Flamesy. Head domes and Taurus takes his face, and it's all left to Aleksib. 1 versus 2. He's almost looking for that first. Gets him down at 18 HP. Doesn't get the kill on tabseN, though, so the second round will favour Big. There's a player at car, re-smoke down to try and block up the cross again. Tizian flashbangs at the readies, and Taurus leaning up. The AWP gets out of dodge. The bomb plant can be secured. Tizian still playing anti-flash. NiKo's going to catch him anyway. And the AWP assists him with 1 frag. Smoke back in the CT side. Buys him a bit more cover. Xantares gets a trade. Aleksib turns back in, and Xantares will deal with him all the same. Seeing where NiKo is, his jump phase gives syrsoN enough for him to breathe with. And now Mantu has got to save again.
Nicely done from Big, and I just love how they slow that right down. Even a bit of an exit frag trying to come through from Mantu, but it's not going to be enough to be able to win out the round. Just hold on to that AWP, bring it into the next.
Outside of the pistol and conversions, Big have dominated so far in this matchup. That was a pretty close round there with a decent hold from OG. Pass that bomb back off as Keitha tried to play entry here. Looks like they're going very fast into mid to B.
That's a fake, though. Like, they've still got the bomb and 2 players up towards a short position. Maybe just waiting to see what Keto can find.
They'll find 2 kills on the lineup. Oh, Valde took out Aleksib. That might be enough now, knowing that there's a very tagged up individual over on the CT side, and only 1 player towards this B-side defense. Valde still holding on, though. Gets Xantares. Next up, player dropping over, gets a tag off. Not enough to get the kill. NiKo can swing back and try to clean up the rest of the pieces, though. syrsoN in a 1 versus 3. No smoke to cross back. He will jump face. See them coming, and the no-scope just doesn't connect. OG win their 4th. It's all a case of timing. Aleksib aggresses, looks for several, sees Xantares, catches Keto as well. Last bullet of the spray finds him. tabseN can't trade it back. 2 for 1 as Mantu tried to find position. He was going to burn alive quite heavily. Walks right into it, and I've never seen damage tick by that fast in that scenario. tabseN find NiKo to a 3 versus 2, and Big have maintained the advantage.
That's now all falling apart for the City side. Flamesy can't find anything out from ramp. Valde's now the last one left to clutch, but I don't even think he wants to go for this, Jay, unless he goes out from long.
Well, he is making his way into the long control, but no utility to get him back out on the initial entries. The Krieg's adjusting, gives up the angle, actually. Alfolde's forced out another 1v1, but can he find syrsoN? The AWP repositioning back over to the short control. Valde got a bait in this first shot, got to do it pretty quickly as well. Sees syrsoN, but syrsoN lands the shot and claims the round for Big.
He's just stuck. He needs to take a fight. He's got to hope that at least a bit of a distraction could be pulled away from the short position, but Mantu's still watching.
Good shot on tabseN, third face, won't allow a kill at this moment. M4's also sneaking closer, Kito's finally going to enter, but dealt with by Flamesy. Tizian gets Alexi B on the trade, and meanwhile the bomb starts walking up to the site, should get planted for short here. AK trying to find their way back out, look towards the CT position. Drop out, Xantares is going to be known here to Flamesy. Tizian waiting with the two players coming out of short. The flashbang would have connected. NiKo peeks ahead of it. All on Xantares now, knowing that he's dropped down. Takes that first face. AWP can start facing as well. Catch up on the flank, and Xantares is so caught out in the open. The kill comes in from Valde, and so will the defuse. Gonna leave it for Mantle on the kit instead, actually. Good call. Be a fifth for OG.
That deep CT smoke being lined up from tabseN, and again, the backstabs in from NiKo haven't been successful.
Nades up, damage done to Kito. Molotov's in on both sides. Kito making his way through the smoke as it clears up. He gets that one frag. Valde can get the trade. Xantares trying to hold on, but Mantu drops him and drops the bomb by extension. It's out in the middle of the cross, so Big have got to overextend quite heavily. The Spray's trying to find more kills, and the flashbangs do protect Valde. He gets that kill in on Tizian as a result of it. Now down to tabseN and syrsoN. One's got to creep forward of the smoke, and a kill comes in for Mantu. Looks back, just spotted tabseN's head with 18 seconds left, though. A 1v3 to win. Still the bomb out of its control. Mantu will lock out the triple, and OG will lock out the sixth. Playing around the default positions, leaning slowly up into the mid control. Mantu and NiKo held back here, and they'll catch off tabseN at the right moment. The smoke clears up and the kill comes in. The M4 sees heads and bodies of others, tags up syrsoN so heavily, or Kito rather I should say, will burn, and syrsoN still so low at 12 HP. 5 on 3, making it 2 as Flamesy gets his engagement. NiKo sees a very low HP AWP, can't quite capture the Molotovs, can't extend either. syrsoN finally gets one trade, but that's a 3 for 1, and look at the HP numbers for Big here.
Ooh, they have been able to pick off the player towards CT, and if more frags start going their way, you can start believing a little bit more, but you're right. Lower numbers, get that smoke down towards CT. There's only one defender on B.
Man holding it is Valde. He's been pretty good at becoming a major issue for Big. AWP in a syrsoN. Got to be very careful. He's got to land this first bullet. And Valde's passive, being faced in upon, the player out towards tunnels is going to take face. Valde takes the spray, and Alexi B catches syrsoN through the wall bank, through the mid doors. The utility on Alexi B and Valde, P250 out for Valde as well. Look at Tizian's aggression though on the USP. Mantu pixels away from catching him off. Two players face, and Tizian catches Mantu first and foremost. Can't get NiKo though. Just takes face, gets the man advantage and falls back.
And that's just timed to perfection, isn't it? You start slow walking into the upper tunnels where there's really only one player from that T side keeping a bit of an eye on. And for Tizian, he might be wanting a bit more.
Slow face, gets another headshot, makes it a triple. With tabseN getting involved elsewhere, Xantares will get caught off towards mid by Alexi, but now got to do a hell of a lot more work. Bomb is on his back, he's without Kevlar and without util. Just hold those entries, deny the long presence, deny the short control, and yes, there's a possibility that you can get the kill on the player that is on short. And Frank together, seeing the head though, no chance. tabseN doubles up. Tizian with the triple headshots though in the tunnels themselves. I think that seems to be the play. One player's run boosted. Only one run boost actually.
Oh.
Seen there on the FAMAS, flashbang not as effective. Nade probably going to get missed out. Scout does do its damage. tabseN can get the kills in as a result. 3 kills for him, 4 kills for him. USP out for the ace. Nicely done. Anti-Eco cleaned up. 10 to the order. Big and OG now have the bye. Can catch off T-side presence, but the SMG, the CT forces will not see anything. They finally cropped back, but still no damage being done by this AK. Manic sprays and all. Alexi B finally takes face against Kito, who still wins his fight, and Xantares is all alone in the back of the site here. He's got to get a kill on somebody, but overwhelmed by NiKo's AK. So back to 3v3 we go. They find tabseN and syrsoN and all, and Tizian stands alone.
Wow, so many fights being taken there for the OG side before the bomb even gets planted, and Tizian even gets caught off from Valde. There's only a lurk there, and even that player's fell away. At least Kito knows no one's at B now.
Nade on tabseN, only does damage to 2 in very minimal amounts. Got to win that fight against Flamesy first and foremost, and he cannot seem to do it. 5 on 4 gained. And where did Big go with this? 2 players out long, 2 players at CT. Nice nades up, backstab inbound from Valde, and Kito can trade it. Back to 4v4.
And now they're going to go with it. Now they've been able to cut off the lurk. This is a position in which they could go in for the retake.
HP on Alexi B, though, is going to be the next main concern. He takes his fight, can't quite win it, but also doesn't lose it. Alexi B gets a second chance at taking down XANTARES now. 3 left standing for Big. Taps through from Tizian, and Searson comes up with the orb. Flamesy and Alexi still on site. Alexi's so low HP. 1v3 seen there on the short box position, and trying to hide behind those smokes. All 3 CTs coming in from the same angle. Sprays back, they catch the kill. They should catch the defuse as well. Tizian does have a kit.
You've only got to imagine, k1to continues to overextend, NiKo wins out the fight, but it comes down to timing. Who's going to peek first? Who's going to give up a little bit of an angle? k1to's getting so close and finally finds it.
Big openers, and XANTARES watching. Going to take the fight against the MAC-10, seen him. Alexi gets out of dodge, though, decides not to take a further face back. AWP, k1to can reposition, get 2 more kills for a 3K overall. Quick peeks and picks. Quadra up against Valde, does not land. He does get a leg shot inbound. His second face will end his life. And Mantu now known at 15 HP, overwhelmed by Tizian in the backstab. But k1to, man, his AWP. I sometimes wonder why he's not the main AWP for Big sometimes. Very aggressive as well. Gonna fall back slightly, so that way he has to only one angle, and they can't peek forward to the pillar. Might be what NiKo do. Gun barrel seen!
Oh!
Valde! Okay. That's a good shot. And again, that's evens. The B-site's open.
And now it comes down to the rotators, which are really going to take some time. OG have got a perfect chance of getting a 3-on-3 post plant.
k1to's going to flash in Tabson as well, straight up, does not see the bomb planter. Faye fires the wrong angle, I should say, and Valde gets the trade now. 3-on-2. Late backstab from XANTARES being set up. k1to's looking forward to the AWP, and Valde just continues his sprays. 4K to his name, doing one better than k1to could, and with an AK-47 in hold, XANTARES has now just got to save the weapon. There's no chance of getting a retake here.
And XANTARES has got no option but to hold on to the M4. What a recovery round after they were down by 1. And that has been a bit of an issue so far. Just being able to close, get right up towards 15. Fast play out towards a long control. XANTARES actually pushing through the smoke, gets a couple of kills. Just needs a little bit more support and needs to fall back.
Well, that's fast. That's good. Will it be enough? Shots on a Mantu, turning it back around. XANTARES looks for a lot more. Mantu does double up against his name. 2K for him, but 3 for XANTARES. Might have still secured the round here for Big. Molotov in. Nades over, Tizian takes face with a flashbang. AWP has been seen, now the SMG has. AK trying to fight back here on a low HP advantage. Mantu's also lower, he gets that one frag on Searson and another kill. That's a Quadra on Fleation, knows exactly where Tizian is. Scoops in to land it, and he's clutched it for OG. Just Deagles in, Nades to try and support it, will do some initial damage, but they're still going to act upon the short play. 2 CTs on site, 1 more towards long. Molotov, try for Searson out of the way, detected by Flamesy. 1 kill found, 2 kills found, triple up for him with a perfect headshot on Tizian. And that is going to be bomb plant and round secured by OG, lead secured by OG, and that's the most important thing.
Oh, Valde knows exactly where the last couple of players are, seeing them from the top of mid. XANTARES does have a bit of an opportunity of being able to get an AK now, so hold on to that and hope that you don't get hunted.
Now get out of dodge. XANTARES just trying to survive at this stage. If he gets any more exit frags, then that could be pretty decent for him, but unfortunately can't hold on to the AK. Big. Further flashes over. The nades inbound, that could catch him. That's the opening kill. Tabson takes Mantu.
And now the execution comes in. Flamesy with a big entry. Get that bomb down out towards a short position. So much utility coming in over the top. Flamesy looking for another double kill. Oh. Not quite that triple, but Tizian finds one. And Valde's looking to cut off the rotations out from mid. Can't quite do it. Back to the 2v2.
There's XANTARES holding a chance in the round. k1to leaning up with the AWP, caught by NiKo instead. And XANTARES all that remains. Kit's in full set of util. That nade, if he goes towards site, could catch NiKo, but he's back over on the ramp position, looking in from CT alongside Alexi. Time's running short. XANTARES making noise now. Can he put the nade on the right position? Can he catch off NiKo in the open? Yes, he can. Spray through. Where's Alexi? Where's the last man? Back towards the ramp position. He's got the right angle. Not quite the right placement. Sees him. Looks for the AK headshot. Now to go smoke and defuse. Tap it once. Try win the fight. But Alexi gets it instead. And OG will have map points. One M4 holding the mid position, ready for the mid to be played, which is what OG looks set up to do. Smoke's coming in very early. This could be a very quick play to end off the whole map up. M4's got to line up so much, he gets damage to the first, kill on the second. Mantu trades it, and the M4 is Zentaris struggles to get his kill. Does find Mantu in the end. Is tagged to 34. Backup is on the way. The bomber's crossed the site, but it's lost Valde right here. And OG might not be going that far with it. Zentaris lines up 2 more kills, grabs a 3K, and grabs round 30 here for Big. Oh boy, this could be a very interesting map up. And a very interesting start to the finals. At least 16-14, OG going for the rush tactic. Where's the smoke? He's come up there to try to extinguish the flames. Valde gets that first kill and that second. And Zentaris Keto overwhelmed. Flamesy in the midst of the smoke. Tizian has no idea. It's a 4v2 for OG. And I think Big may have bottled it.
You might be right about that one. It all comes down to the retake. Both players coming out for mid. 2-man advantage now for the T's.
Focus fire, Valde catches the angle and sees it, it's all on tabseN. No chance, Valde with a quadra, and OG are hyped about that map victory. Dust to the pick of Big, going OG's way, 16-14 for the first time in 3 months, and now things look good for Nuke. Their map pick after the break. They need one more map to make this series theirs, and make the grand finals of Spring Sweet Spring theirs as well, to book their spot in LAN Sweet LAN. And the pistol round goes live with Big on the CT side here. On Nuke, Mantu opens things up with the execution already coming in from OG. Wasting no time, getting straight in with the picks, and the bomb plant should be secured. A 5-on-3 now for the T side.
A bit of a ramp fake coming through to an inner take, and even the nade up towards heaven. Look how much damage that does onto the city side as they look to retake.
Mantu watching with the Glock, seeing Citizen and Zentaris perfect. Headshots lined up for him. A quadra to kickstart himself in this map. He got 30 kills in the last map up. tabseN taking some damage as well with the CT basis. Outside the USPs, the firing squad actually catches Nico. Headshot found and an opening frag to be gained here. Tizian's AK will start pressing forward though and see nothing in lobby. Against these USPs, Flamesy should be able to clean them up pretty easily. Nice nade in. Damage to be done. Get the kill on the first. Not quite the second. Tizian's AK does get back up out towards Hell. tabseN traded. Zentaris dink off against Mantu. Keto gets the kill on Alexi B. And doubles up on Mantu as well. Hold on. Big may have found a chance right here. Valde's Mac 10's the only thing left in a 1v3.
I can't believe they're losing so many players to this kind of a buy. Triple AKs now on the city side. And for Valde, not only has he got to get the kills towards outside, but he's got to try and recover the bomb. Keto looking in from the locker's position. What a round from Big, and what a surprising one. That was just an eco.
Need to maintain the rifle rounds here, which one is kind of coming in, a bit more of a force buy from OG. Mac 10's UMPs alongside the 2 AKs, the Tech 9 as well. Straight in for Flamesy that wins that first fight against Keto, and they're going to go for the early exits out of the site. Tizian's going to get overwhelmed. tabseN gets 1-2 kills, looking for the triple, but runs out of ammo against Mantu. So he's tagged 9 HP. Citizen knows it with the USP. Will try face against him, catch that kill anyway, and Valde stands alone.
And 1 versus 2, difficult position to be in. AWP is able to land a couple of kills up from the heaven position.
First frag found. The AWP is Citizen looking for the second. Going to try dive back out of secret. Did not see a second T-side member. Might not be aware of the out yard players. I think the footsteps are going to be heard by Tizian though. tabseN being careful about this. They're going to cross. Got to focus on Garage. Fire coming back. The CT's trying to aggress back towards outside via the secret control and from tabseN's part 2. Perfect headshots to make a triple overall for him. Flamesy fighting out of the corner in a 1 versus 5. He can get 1 good pick and a second. Not quite a third though. Zentaris shuts it down. I imagine there'll be more utility inbound from OG.
A lot wider on the cross actually coming through for Zentaris, just getting exploded out by the flashes. Deal with the first, looking to follow up, and him and tabseN just have the crossfire locked. Bomb gets dropped. Mantu's the last one left. What a round in from Big. What a crossfire being set at ramp.
Oh, disgusting from Zentaris. Pick after pick, head after head, just the sprays continuing from the AK time and time again. Can watch it again here. And as you mentioned, the crossfire lock with tabseN's part, but just all these sprays. 3 headshots found by Zentaris.
It gets very silent. Very, very silent and slow. They've got to try and get a bomb plan in and at least play out the post plan.
The door opens up and now Xantares realizes what's happened here. Backup is on the way. He's going to try to defend against it via the double doors. Gets the 2 jewels he needs. Alexi B's so low. Meanwhile, engagement against Valde gets 1 frag upstairs at Squeaky Door. And Alexi's on 2 HP for this clutch. Might be able to find a frag against k1to. Flashbang turned away from still blinds him off. They know exactly where he is now at the vents. They're going to stick the bomb defuse. He will get that 1 shot in, that 1 kill against k1to. But nothing more than that.
A Big just really showing us what they've got to offer here on CT.
3 AKs for Big as well. It's showing in the setup how confident they are. Orb into Searson catches the first. Not quite ready for NiKo. Player towards Garage though. Can't find that trade. Tizian ready for Alexi B. Deals with him out of Squeaky. Valde, no! And I thought Tizian got that flick to the head. k1to actually stole it away. It doesn't matter for Big though. They've got the lockout. They've got all the defense together in Mantu. 1 versus 4. Just, what can he do? OG just hitting every brick wall possible here against Big.
Valde at times, Flamesy too. No one stepping up here on the T side for them.
Okay, how quickly Searson gets outside. Orp v Orp battles won by Mantu. Searson's caught completely blind, and Mantu finds another. Straight outside of the entries, 2 kills, no trades. Big have finally met some resistance from OG. Gap in that smoke though. Tizian can punish Flamesy. And the Orb of Mantu ready against Xantares. He misses the shot. Xantares trades it back to Evens, and he's looking for more.
And they've even dropped a player towards lower that can come up from the secret position, and if they time it right, they might be an angle where the T-side aren't looking at all. Xantares wins another fight, and now the bomb gets dropped.
Not like this, OG. Perfect entries, the perfect start in the round. Alexi B can get k1to to turn it around back to a 2 versus 2, but now Valde finds Tizian next, and it's all left to Xantares to try and hold the clutch. He got 2 kills on outside. Bomb is still in his vision. Can still defend against the T-side players. Got to find a different angle to work off of, though. He's very back passive. He knows that Valde is indoors. Is he aware of Alexi B? Start creeping. Start moving. Utility inbound, seeing the player, and Alexi B wins that fight, recovers the scenario for OG.
Now, there's a bit of an opportunity for NiKo to come back up to the vents and provide a little bit of a crossfire for the Hut and Squeaky players, but it's getting to a position for k1to where he's just going to try to isolate these fights and spots that bomb too.
Dropped it, baits in the AWP shot, knowing where Mantu is. Back up, has, I think, rotated up the vents, or is that a T-side player? I think it's a T-side player, actually. Yeah, NiKo snuck lower. Incendiary's out, they're going to catch him off guard. They do get that 1 kill. Tabs in there with a trade up Heaven, so 3 on 2. Man advantage still for Big, but they have access to the A site here on OG.
A bit of a wrap coming in for Lobby, and this play could be everything for Searson. Is anyone watching for it?
Up in, scopes up, they know he's there. AK takes a fight towards Mini, and Tabson wins against both. 12-3 at the turn of the half for Big. What a monstrous CT half this has been as well. And like you mentioned, they look nothing like the Big that we saw on Dust 2. This is a completely different side and an incredibly powerful force. Pistol round coming live for the second half. Utility already being used to pop open the Squeaky doors. There's no defuse kit in for the CT forces. Alexi faced in by Searson immediately with a drive-by headshot. Tizian does get traded out by Flamesy, but they've left the second T-side player up there, which they're completely unawares of. Searson's already up towards the B ramp, and he gets Flamesy the drop, so k1to's backstab not necessary, but he will cut off rotations coming back towards the ramp entrance. NiKo in particular caught first, but NiKo wins the fight.
A 3v3, but even for Searson, look how close up towards ramp he is. He wants to try and take more fights coming in.
Valde wins out 1, Mantu gets Searson, it's all left to Xantares to clutch it, he can't make it happen. Valde gets his 2k and OG claim the pistol round. And the aggression and the confidence that they've had across the entire CT half, so long as they just win round 17.
Alexi just trying to work with a bit of a gap in the smoke, and he gets 2 kills, drops that bomb, and they've even got a player in secret.
Mantu dealing with k1to. Searson does get NiKo to respond, we've got to get a whole lot more out of this. And no, Mantu in with the frag, in with the headshot. Seeing that bomb in the open. Tizian needs a lot more out of this, and in the end, Valde just catches him. k1to, he has a perfect handle against Mantu, wins that fight nice and effective. Reaction timings. No need to worry here for Big. One player towards outside though, and the AWP Searson's a little bit too tunnel vision to see him, so NiKo can find one response. k1to has been seen as well. N4 takes that fight and wins it. It's back to 3 versus 3. Big giving up these jewels now out towards Mini. No one checks it. Volt is allowed 2 kills for their trouble, and Big very, very scrappy on that. I don't know what happened. I feel like they got way too complacent there. Deagle's pressing on towards the squeaky door, past those smokes. Volde heard reloading. Tizian can't catch him. Molotov's into the back of the site. There's a gap for that smoke to work with, and they're going to try and force back towards Mini. Here they come. NiKo with the kill. Alexi getting caught first and foremost, but all the trades are good for the CT rifles. Volde with a tidy triple. And OG with an 8th round. Trying to aggress up from the vents. Several players upstairs. NiKo is one of them. Sees Xantares. MAC-10 wins that fight. That's huge. Volde smoked off. Flames trying to make his way up. And Tizian catches him off from the vents. 5-on-2. And of all the buys for Big to win, it had to be the hero AK that looks the most confident. Mantu does take tabs, at least with an exit frag, but that might be all they go with. Volde is going to try find a play out towards Heaven. Maybe might catch k1to. Indeed he does, but falls off the railing. So I imagine just grab that AK and save it, or not. Searson's close, but he still can't quite find the angle for the T-side players to work with. Mantis is going to try flashing forward. Searson's right there. P250 takes his fight. Does tank grenade to the face as well, but gets the kill in the end. So leaving all the Mantis to save, get an exit frag. But Big get 2 AKs out of that last round, and a round win itself. With the buy that they had, that's more than great.
Yeah, that's excellent, really, if you're a Big supporter or you're even a Big player in that one. Mantu, what can he find over the edge of this smoke? It looks like it's just going to be a split into main.
Nice flash in, catches all players blind. Tabson leaning forward with the bomb on his back. Volde looks in with the FAMAS, dealt with by Searson. NiKo's M4 lines up 2 kills, overwhelmed by Tabson in the end. Mantu quickly back here with the AWP. Can't land the flick shot. Alexi B coming in from the back line. Tizian has no idea. He gets overwhelmed, and Tabson's up to clutch. Gets that first headshot and that second. Hold on. 3 kills to his name. Where's the last man coming from? Doesn't see Flamesy. 15 seconds he adjusts, but Flamesy wins the fight and wins the round for OG. AWP's involved for Marston on Valde. Still a very broken economy state, but for the same can be said for Big. So both teams up to get reset here. Searson leaning, edge of the smoke. Who's going to see who first? It's Searson. Lands on Mantu immediately, kickstarts this round, but Volde where with a trade. Can he catch off the AK or the AWP again? No, Searson doubles up.
NiKo's got to be able to try and fight his way back in. Damage being done onto Alexi, and NiKo's really the lone defender out towards main. Just gets swung on by k1to.
2 left. Alexi B fluffing his Molotov's going to get forced back. Flamesy does get a kill on Upper, but that's as far as it goes. Searson with a triple. Alexi B on 17 HP. Probably shouldn't be going for this. This will be a bomb plant. And this will be map point for Big.
All it takes is a couple of really decent rounds, and it gets you over the line, and that's probably what we're looking at right here.
Carefully placed here from Big. No execution, no contact as of right now. They're falling away from ramp as one CT starts pushing. CZ lines up plenty of damage. k1to actually takes out Xantares as a result of the damage being set up for him. So 4-on-4. NiKo's Deagle can frag on k1to, drop that bomb, drop back in towards Hut perhaps. He did see the AK's gun barrel. A 4-on-3 with a backstab continuing. Alexi does get caught off guard. Deagle taps forward, misses every shot. Searson trades it. NiKo now to hold the sight on his lonesome incendiary out. Taps and gets caught. The bomb gets dropped. 15 seconds with only Searson remaining. 1-on-2. Backstab continuing to complete itself. And they finish off the job. NiKo with a quadra and a stellar hold again from OG. Oh, Mantu. No shot through the smoke, and you're right about this eco. Xantares still finds the opening kill with his Deagle though. Bit more upgrade pistol bases. Volde could get overwhelmed. Gets the kill back in. Alexi B there to lock down k1to as well towards Mini. So 4-on-3 scenario. AWP continuing to look. Alexi B peeks up from Heaven. Gets 2 more frags to his name. And Volde secures Xantares for only 1 casualty. Volde is on 1 HP though, so not ideal. Tags up in the Molotovs. Here come the T-side forces. NiKo watching. Round the corner. k1to and Xantares so heavily tagged by the HEs. Volde watches. Looks left, looks right. Trying to look for Xantares and k1to. Xantares gets in trade. Knows the second player right around that corner. NiKo still wins the fight. Back to a 3 versus 3. Him and Mantu are so low. Bomb dropped in the open, and finally Searson can maintain an advantage here for Big. 3v2. Bomb going down. Will do damage to Searson, but Big have the sight. Mantu watching towards outside control, trying to lean up here. Searson Slow walk-in, quiet walk-in. Flamesy checking every angle on the site. Mantu now reveals his angle towards outside. M4 on site itself. tabseN peeks forward. They win the fight against Tizian, but now syrsoN has the angles, and him and tabseN combine to finally get it. 16-13 on map 2. They've stolen OG's pick like OG stole Big's pick. And now we go to full 3 maps in our grand final. Mirage is up after the break. Well, big on the CT start for winning the knife round as we get into our final map of Spring Sweet Spring. Big and OG both biting for the title, and taps come through to do initial damage towards NiKo. syrsoN looks around the corner as Tizian, Mantu and Flamesy get involved to start things off for OG and for Big. Xantares holds back, Mantu comes in the backlines, gets him in the back of the head, and it's all left to k1to to clutch it, but not to be. Mantu with 3, another multi-frag pistol for him as OG get the start.
For OG, it all just comes down to whether they can open up.
Smokes in, Molly's in, Deagle of k1to gonna wait and get checked by aleXiB. syrsoN scout also close, wildly firing. NiKo gets the kill against him, not aware of tabseN right around him, close towards the smoke. So one trade is found. It's a 2-for-1 overall, and the MAC-10s continue to hunt for the kills. tabseN does get caught, aleXiB with that kill, does get flashbanged as well. So Tizian could have found a chance to get the kill back to return, but now he's going to be the last man standing. Xantares goes to get picked up. He finds Mantu, but Valde there with his trade. And the AK should get recovered, I believe. Or, okay, no, it does get recovered. Good, good.
I'm trying to just see if they can be able to follow up, and at least out towards mid, missing aleXiB put a top con smoke down. tabseN just trying to see if he can spam through, ends up finding that kill into Flamesy.
Was his crosshair anywhere near him? Like, he was pretty far away. Kill found, started around, syrsoN follows suit on NiKo towards the apartment, shot easy. 5v3 situation, tabseN to wrap over as k1to gets another good kill, and Alexi into connector, and now Mantu and Valde just got to hold on to the weapons.
And for Big, what a way to be able to bounce back. You don't really get too much contention the first 3 rounds. You get into the opening rifle, you don't even lose a player.
Creeping closer, Xantares with the AK on the cross. Mantu is going to pass that bomb over, so they're going to get the information towards it. Could line up 2 players, and indeed, Xantares picked those 2 frags apart. Perfect timing against OG's peak. 40 seconds, Xantares continuing to wrap around the corner with the AK, seeing Alexi drop that bomb. NiKo involved as well. Xantares continuing with his pre-fire. OG continuing to peek into his spray. 4 kills to the AK's name, and Big have tabseN to close it out. Another round where majority of every single player stays alive. Watching with the AWP so close to NiKo's position. How far will he overextend? Far enough to get the kill. Nice start for Big.
Just what they needed, but now the compressors just come out. They start running in towards the site, and tabseN's just backing up his teammate. k1to falls, and it all comes down to tabseN. He's got to try and fall back now.
Valde flashing him out of position here towards this stairs angle at the CT spawn. The bomb plant can be secured. Heavy tag damage done to OG across the entire board. tabseN's the only player who's low on Big. He's on 15 points of health though, so it's an easy trade. Valde just going to wait. They haven't checked the front corner, and he gets 2 kills. Not quite the triple. Tizian looking for a triple of his own and a 1v3 clutch. Orpa to face next here towards connector control, and Mantu holds discipline and confident. Gets his kill back in, and OG defend the lead. The double ops in for Big here immediately to respond to OG's offensive. tabseN instantly peeks into mid, gets the kill on Alexi. The AWP of Mantu can't get the trade, and tabseN's still sticking around for more. Flash is a bit mistimed, so he does get blinded off. Smoke down, AWP ready for syrsoN, doesn't need the full-on shot. tabseN gets the kill. NiKo striking back from Palace though, finds 2 players, both of them out of the connector control. We're back to 3v3 already. It's all going to rest on Tizian on the site because he's gone towards spawn instead. NiKo running out, footsteps heard, instant response from Big. How much can he find? Close range against the low HP. Orpa lines up on Valde as again they peek back into the crosshair of the CT defense, and Tizian holds down the 1v3 defense.
Oh, they know. They can get Tizian back over towards A, and it just comes down to the A defenders to start putting the util in, set syrsoN up to go for this backstab.
Straight shot on Valde, get that kill and start to fall away. They've got the man advantage and they know it's a set piece. Keto with his AK watching, does get drive-by by Flamesy. Now Tizian and Xantares with the automatic weapons. Xantares down to 44 out here, sprayed through the firebox. Alexi gets credited with the kill. Now the man advantage of OG. Boost up for tabseN, will try look on top of the ticket booth. Mantu's Orb still holding back in the backlines. Bomb plant can't be denied. It's back behind the danger boxes. Alexi will get tagged. They have seen the player at stairs though. Flamesy traded Lexi. Known Mantu swings back with the Orb pick to a 3v2. Tagged heavily on the T side. Searson's Orb can strike on Alexi. Back to evens they go. Still going to get to the site with only one kill on Tizian, and he drops immediately to Mantu's flick. Such low HP. The Incendiary should find him. The USP finishes off the job, and the bomb now in the open. Searson, no kit, tapping the 10 seconds, sticking the whole thing. Nico trying to peek forward the shoulder. The Orp's on lock, but Nico still wins the fight, and OG continue to contest. tabseN trying to make way. The bomb plant will be secured here for OG. Bigger forced to back up. They have 3 kits in play, so the retake should be on the table here. It's a case of whether tabseN can force the issue when he sees 2 players, gets 1 frag.
And now that setups the backstab, and you've got to wonder for Searsson, how late can this come in? Because at the same time, he's got a ward not to make noise, but they need him now.
Matt10 does get that headshot in against tabseN. Back to evens we go, and the Orp of Searsson adjusts against Mantu. Smokes back down towards ramp. Volde holding back at Tetris. That bomb is still in the open. He'll be sprayed up, but no bullets land. He can't get Xantares. Eventually turns around to finish the job he started, with Alexi fighting Tizian down to the wire there for OG on both the numbers game and the HP advantage. Big struggling to convert here. The Orb is in for Searsson, though gets that first start in. Can he find any more with this? I think the T-side players are going to act real quick towards this opening frag being found against him. No utility resistance, they back off.
Alexi B gets caught on the lurkout for the top of connector, and even with that boost takes a little while to get up for the city side, they still time it well.
This could get a little bit interesting depending on how forward he wants to go here. He's backed up in the corner actually, and yeah, utility here comes. Xantares knows what's going on. Mantu with the orb will peek out to the open sea. Nothing. Flamesy with the bomb on his back gets caught. Keto follows suit with the orb pick. Mantu with a 1v5. He's got that first kill. Will not find the second. Will not find the round. Big back within 1.
Yeah, they've got to work some sort of pick. Like, they can't just commit towards A knowing that they're down by 1. And Searsson's got eyes on connector, where it looks like a couple of players could be coming in from.
He's got a back up towards CT. Palace compromise, he sprayed up to 15. Nico to 16 though, leg by the Orpa. tabseN with the AK out jungle. Volde with a dry face, does get shoulder shot, but does find the headshot to return it to the man advantage for OG. Backstab inbound, Nico shuts it down. And the Orpa here, Keto, doesn't go for the wallbang shot, cannot deny the bomb plant as a result. And from here, I imagine big save.
Yeah, they can hear them saving. Valde's telling them, yeah, they're getting out of it. We can try and go hunting. AWP falls. And now they even know that Keto's out towards CT. They know where the last player is. This AWP is going to struggle to stay alive. At least find that one connection shot. But what a play that was from Nico out from Palace. Find that first connection, put that smoke down, do further damage, and then even follow up with a secondary kill.
So much impact out towards the Palace entrance. And now Nico's going to hunt for his triple. Out towards the apartment's face. Jumping onto the van. Orpa's just going to wait back. Slowly walking. Slowly walking up here. Can you see the leg of Alexi perhaps? Alexi's going to see him first. Spray secured. 5v3. No damage done to OG so far. Big getting a little bit too aggressive and then just not finding the frags for it here. Orpa now starting to rotate. Flamesy still catches the headshot of Xantares. Tight angle to hold. 2 players left. 1 player left. And OG, well, looking like they're going to get a 9-6 here on T side to gain the advantage going into the second half of Mirage. Will that shake big? Will this advantage be enough for OG to take the championship? You already use one flush to get into the mid position, and the smoke goes down towards connector instead of connector jungles. And Taurus trying to provide support here as they the majority of their forces out here on the right-hand side. Bomb plant can be secured. Volde peeks forward though, does temporarily deny the bomb plant. Alexi following suit on tabseN, though drops the bomb for good here. 3 versus 2 as Searsson disables Mantu. Takes out that headshot back. Xantares now focusing with the P250. Needs to land some sort of impact here. He's one of the high fraggers. And Searsson going forward leaves him all of it to do. 1 on 3. 1 headshot found. Sees Nico as well doing tags against both the players, but in the end the numbers game gets to big and OG get to 10. Now Flamesy here with the SMG. Close range against 2 players of his own right. Gets that 1 player at the drop. Grab that bomb on Tizian, now entering into the site for a 3 versus 3. Mantu is held back towards CT, his own HP advantage. They need to get some backup towards him. Volde facing. From us out for Xantares, watching from jungle. Searson gets a pick, Volde trades it back to evens again. And Big are holding their own here. But OG constantly making sure the man advantage does not favour them. 20 seconds now ticking to 15. Tizian, bomb plant, could be denied by Mantu. Swing up, oh, a hair too late. And now Searson has a chance. 3 kills to his name, switches back to the scout, goes back to connect to control.
Just trying to get eyes onto that bomb, get that scout out, try and see if he can get the 4K overall. The tag comes through, and the follow-up shot does. And another clutch coming through for the big side. This time it's Searson.
10-7, rebuy in on the force up for OG. Deagles and Scouts in play for them this time, but they are holding close range positions above that smoke. They see Searson, they can't catch the full-blown kill on him. 2 players left towards the site. Nico found Alexi Bean lands a headshot on Tabson, and Volde follows suit as well. Alexi lands 2 headshots, in fact. He's going to get forced back, but it's a 4-on-2 advantage for OG.
And now they can just play the numbers game, get that scout in passive, try and see if they can get some more kills. Alexi with the scout is just tagging them up, keeps getting these headshots in, and Xantares is even getting peeked in from behind. 2 players out for the apartments. What a round in from OG. Back and forth, back and forth. Alexi with the scout. We almost never see plays like that from him.
Start looking on towards that A site control. 2 players to defend it for OG in 35 seconds for Big to make the execution happen. They have got no U2. It's just going to be dry facing. Xantares, his head has been seen. Alexi is going to get forced back. Burst through the AKs. The Eagle on Alexi. Flamesy comes up with a Galil. It looks like everyone's ripped apart here for the T side. 1 AK drop recovered by Flamesy very, very quickly here. Did he see Alexi at the edge of smoke? I think he might have just caught him. Or pixels the difference. Neither player saw each other. That could be the opening kill, or it could be glorious. Tabson strikes on Volde instead. Alexi gets the trade, but it's all a ruse here. They're going towards the B side, but the CTs have read it. OG have 3 players to hold this off. Nades tagging Tizian. And Mantu holding with a scout shot to tag up Keto. Nico deals with Xantares on short control and looks for a double. Flamesy turns his AK up against Tizian, and Searson's got to save the glass cannon orb. OG. Perfect reads, and Big, they're bottling it again here, Dweg. Down to the half-by basis around the AWP. Searson's probably looking to save into the next round as well, because he can't afford it going into the next. AK's immediately taking him out though, and the M4s, the AWPs bear down upon Big here. Keto picks that up, turns it on Alexi B at least, but that's 1 kill out of 4. The other 3 found by OG. And just a minute to 30 to go. Like, there's just so much action in the first few seconds. You can already see that OG are probably taking this round.
And they don't really contest out from mid, and the one round they do is when Big just run a heavy default towards top mid. They lose a lot out of it. Aggression even coming out towards the end of the apartments. That drops the bomb. Keto's now in a 1 versus 3.
Keto with his deagle. Valde is just behind the stairs. Will he check it? He'll have to. No. Valde with a headshot.
Even Mantu just looking for a bit of a pick out from mid.
Got that name pretty successful on Tabson. It's Volde, however. That strikes from short. Keto dealt with immediately. Scouts in. Molotov's back. Force these players out with the smokes coming down. Tabson with the Krieg. Volde gets tagged to 27 here. Mantu with the AWP frag. Flamesy follows suit on Tabson. Tizian with his trades, and Taurus caught out. Both players trying to enter here towards ramp, and Palace. Alexi still on site though. His M4 has been seen by Xantares. That's 1 more pick back to a single man advantage, but Mantu lands his shot. The AK gets 2 lineups. 3 kills for Xantares now. Got a challenge on Mantu. Pistols out the AK spray. Comes together for the 4K, and Big are not ready to go down just yet. Leaning up to lead the charge. He's got the Galil on his back. 3 CTs to find in total. 2 at dark, 1 at spawn. Time is so low. Here comes the util. Molotov's in. I think that landed top of the wood. Tabson gets his frag. Volde gets caught off. 2 massive picks to open, but Alexi could still shut this round down. He doesn't. Through the smokes, and Taurus taps up his head, and Searson deals with the AWP on rotation. Big fighting from the back walls now. Holding control. Holding back and waiting here with the AK at Tabson, leaning up to the short control, leaning into connector position. Can't see any of the CT forces. They're all stacked up here. Flamesy and Valde considering a face. I mean, the smoke down will try and stop them from doing so. The Eagle facing on the site, sees his one man, does do some tag damage to Centaurus. Searson also gets tagged. Ooh, they line up a good couple of kills. NiKo and Flamesy. Flamesy's got 2 picks. It's a 4 versus 2. Not like this big. We waited so long to watch you concede and play a single round. 1 frag found for Tizian, but NiKo's got it. And that is a heartbreaking way to end it all for Big. OG 2-1 in this series. And they are taking Spring Sweet Spring.
Unbelievable. What a comical end to the best of 3. But honestly, Jay, to break it down, what a performance coming out from OG, the champions of Spring Sweet Spring 2.
I cannot believe that.